With Destiny 2 almost upon us, there's been a flood of Destiny-related information, details, all that kind of stuff hitting the internet over the last week or so. Everything from preload times, beta impressions, and even information about DLC has been shared, discussed, and leaked online. So consider this video kind of a service to anyone who's even remotely interested in Destiny 2. This is all the bits and pieces that have happened over the last week or so, everything you need to know to get prepared for Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 is launching on PS4 and Xbox One on September the 6th. The PC version is releasing on October the 24th. So for PC gamers, there's obviously a little bit of a wait. Now, if it wasn't already apparent to you, Destiny 2 is a sequel to 2014's Destiny, a console-only MMO-like shooter developed by Bungie off of Halo games and published by their evil overlords, Activision. The console beta has already come and gone, but the PC beta launched this past Wednesday and it was largely praised by most critics. Impressions from the PC version were actually massively positive, with many players praising the smooth performance and visuals, and critics have said Destiny 2 feels right at home on the PC.
However, there is one kind of weird complaint about it. Some players actually think that the PC version might actually be too easy. VG247 published an article praising the PC version for being highly optimized across a wide range of PC hardware, but they thought the keyboard and mouse controls made the game easier than its console counterpart. They said the lack of weapon recoil in the PC version combined with the precision of a mouse and 60 FPS gameplay made the gunplay less engaging, and they're worried it might affect how the game is played on PC. So this is something I was personally worried about myself, because it seems pretty obvious to me that it's a console shooter designed for consoles. The whole sticky auto-aim thing is part of the loop of playing the game. On mouse and keyboard, you're going to be really good at that, especially if the frame rate is higher. It's going to be easier, you can react quicker. You've got that extra precision of the mouse, even without aim assist. It's going to be so easy. And not only that, they've taken away the recoil, so that you can just sit there, as Liam said, anecdotally, Liam's jumped into the PC beta, you can just sit there and fire away without aiming down the sights, and you're still like critical hits and headshots, constant headshots like that. So it seems like an obvious thing when you think about it, and it's, you know, it could be a problem. The game might be too easy on PC. But
there's also some good news if you're a returning player from Destiny 1. Bungie have revealed that Destiny 2 will reward players who manage to complete certain events in the first game. For example, if you took part in the Iron Banner events and finished some of the challenges, then you will unlock special emblems for use in Destiny 2. There will also be more acknowledgements of events you completed in the first game, but Bungie aren't revealing what they are because they don't want to spoil any surprises.
I hope that's genuine, I hope that's true, I hope it's like, oh, we don't spoil it for you, and not like it's actually pretty shit.
One other thing. Yeah. Because these days, that's all that can mean, you know, and more. Could be one more.
We do that on our titles. So we're speaking from experience here. And more might mean one more thing.
So yeah, if you are invested in the first game, then yeah, I mean, why not? A tie into a previous game is always good. I mean, it's not unwanted, is it?
I mean, they've got to do something because they're not carrying over your progress or character level or character at all. So you've got to have some kind of continuity there for someone who's put, like, you know, like we said in the voiceover just there, it was an MMO-ish experience. It was an MMO light, so you've got this sense of character about you, and you've got a role that you play in the universe, and then that's just gone, and you've got to come up with a new one almost now. So having some kind of crossover there is cool. Hopefully it's pretty substantial. I hope it's like some nice bit of storytelling, maybe some you know, some lines from Ghost or something that clear things up, and like, remember when you were here before, that kind of stuff. That would be cool, I guess.
Not just like a stupid little banner for
a
the
dance that only you can dance. In other Destiny news, if you pre-ordered the game on PSN or Xbox Live, like the fool that you are, then you can start preloading the game right now if you want to not play it yet. According to the Destiny subreddit, preloading for the game has gone live, and it will appear in your download library with a download weighing in at 32 gig with a final install size of 38, which is surprisingly small by today's standards. So even if you've got a not so great internet connection, this should give you plenty of time to download the game so you're ready for launch. That's not counting the inevitable day one patch, of course.
Speaking of internet connections, if you live in the UK and you have Virgin Media Fibre broadband, then you are eligible for an exclusive in-game Sparrow vehicle. Yeah, seriously.
So if you depending on your fibre optic broadband supplier, okay, that's clear, you can have an in-game vehicle, an exclusive one, which is basically the same but looks different.
Is it going to be like the colours of Virgin Media, like the red and white?
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's going to have like fucking Richard Branson's face on it.
Shout out the UK heads that are going to get that one, because there's not going to be many people that know Richard Branson.
He's a secret twat, that guy.
Virgin Media have teamed up with Bungie and Activision to offer Destiny 2 players an exclusive Sparrow dubbed Athena Victorious. Of course, this isn't the only partnership Activision has. Not too long ago, Activision announced a cross-promotion with Rockstar energy drinks and Pop-Tarts for Destiny-branded snacks, which come with a double XP code.
Who thinks this is a good idea? Outside of a boardroom, outside of a board meeting and f***ing flip charts, who thinks this is a good idea? Do they still use flip charts?
You know there's going to be one person, even if it's just one person on planet Earth this week is going to be sat in a Destiny 2 onesie with a Destiny 2 hat on, drinking a Destiny 2 Rockstar energy drink, eating a Destiny 2 Pop-Tart, playing Destiny with double experience. That's actually going to happen this week on planet Earth.
I feel like that guy might be a bit happier than you are, though.
Yeah, he is.
And finally, if you were wondering what Bungie has planned for Destiny 2 following the game's launch, well, Kotaku's managed to dig up some information about an upcoming expansion. According to respected games journalist Jason Schreier, the first DLC for Destiny 2 is called Curse of Osiris, and it will add a fair amount of content to the game. In fact, it looks like it's going to be a heck of a lot bigger than the shite we had in the Dark Below expansion from Destiny 1. Sources say it will feature a new patrol zone, which is essentially an open world exploration area on Mercury. There's going to be a new social space and an all-new storyline based around the space wizard Osiris, who has been mentioned in the Destiny lore but never seen in-game. Activision, however, are remaining tight-lipped about this and any upcoming DLC for that matter, probably because they want to focus on getting the actual game out first, but that doesn't stop them from expecting to buy a season pass. The Osiris DLC is rumoured to launch in December of this year.
Which means it's like almost ready, which again is something you can't get behind in good conscience, can you? Do you know what I mean? You know that they're already there. They're only like 2 months off it, and
when it's an MMO experience like this, the expansions and DLC are crucial, right? You just need to add more areas and more stuff, more things to shoot, more things to shoot them with, right? This is a key ingredient of the whole Destiny experience, and that is another thing that they consistently just failed on in the last game. There was a couple of expansions were really good, but the first expansion, Dark Below, was just so bad. It was just so lightweight. There wasn't enough stuff there. It didn't feel nowhere near worth the money, and this is the problem. They charge so much money for these expansions. What this sounds like is at least part of the addressing the complaints from the first one that they've already carried over. So, you know, improvements to the story, for example, things like that. This is another key thing. Make the DLC and the expansions good. Make them worth the money. I reckon they'd be better off waiting 3 or 4, 5 months, to be honest, but before, you know, maybe January after Christmas or something.
Well, that's exactly what you said there, Mike, after Christmas, which is why it's out in December, innit? Anyone that didn't pick it up before, they're going to get it at Christmas, they might as well get the DLC of it as well. See, this is it, it's all a ploy. So that's the kind of Destiny...
That's the flood of news.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Destiny 2, we played the beta, right? The beta.
On console.
On console, and we had a little discussion about it. You should be able to find the link in a card up here somewhere.
Yep.
And we're gonna get the game. We're looking forward to it actually, guys, and I'm sure that's gonna breathe life into some of you guys, and some of you guys might think that's stupid. Some of you guys might also be looking forward to it, and whether you're not or you are, why don't you let us know? It's an interesting one because it's so hard to love Destiny because they do all the stupid stuff with the energy drinks and the expensive season passes. But this is what it boils down to, right? This is crazy, guys. It's fun to play, and it's annoying for me because it's like a guilty pleasure. You know what I mean? Destiny 2 is my guilty pleasure.
When we get asked these questions and stuff on our podcast, you know, what's your guilty pleasure game? What game do you enjoy that you know that you shouldn't? I always answer like Destiny to that kind of question, and I wonder why, because I really enjoy it, and I don't feel bad when I'm enjoying it, because it's a really fun game. You know, some outlets named it Game of the Year when it came out, but it's just one of those games that were just completely polarizing because the story was absolute piss. There was no story there. The gameplay was super repetitive, and but that some people, if you enjoyed that super repetitive gameplay, then that's it. You're on board. You like it, and those 2 boxes were ticked for me, and I enjoy it. And I played the beta, and I played quite a lot of it to get a good feel of it, and it was exactly what I was hoping for, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to be jumping into it. But yeah, like Jake said, if you're not, or if you are, let us know down in the comments. And talking of comments, let's see what you've been leaving in our comment section this week.
Commenting on last week's Sunday News Roundup, Murderous Melon says, while we all bicker about microtransactions and the more we fight about which console is better means the more we are divided when the Night King comes. We must unite our houses against the dead. I wish I could have done the Jon Snow voice for you there. Yeah, What about like Game of Thrones, eh? See, look at this comment. This is it. This is the comments like you creative bunch. We do like Game of Thrones in the office. We talk about it a lot. New ones coming sooner next year, last season ever.
2 years maybe.
Whoa, my God.
Commenting on this week's GTA Online Battle Royale video, Ryan Lowe says, drops monocle, Battlegrounds was a book first, you Philistines.
He did actually correct himself there because he meant Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But we purposely didn't read that out to make him look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
But he's not a dickhead because that was a funny comment.
That was a good comment.
Drops monocle. I like that because that's kind of how people are on the internet, isn't it? There's people that do things and then there's people that just tell people that do things why they're wrong. Actually, H1Z1 was the first Battle Royale game. And then there's people commenting saying,
fine.
Actually, that was a mod.
Totally ignoring the fact that we said it wasn't the first Battle Royale game.
Yeah, we didn't actually mention that.
And that we've discussed extensively in many other videos the history of Battle Royale games and where Battlegrounds has come from, for example. We just didn't feel the need to repeat it again. But you pick up your monocle there, Mr. Lowe. Good comment.
And on our Darkwood Piracy podcast excerpt, Eric Cartman, probably not the real one, comments, enough of the podcast excerpts, make more videos with Evan, Gareth and Jake and the green screen.
Who's Evan? Musab Ahmed comments on our Gamescom 2017 roundup. Underwhelming conference? Dude, we get Minecraft in 4K Ultra HD.
People were replying to this like, ha ha ha, you're so pathetic. I mean, did they think you were being serious? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
4K?
Yeah.
Alright,
so that's our Destiny 2 roundup. You're going to be picking it up? Maybe you're not convinced at all. Let us know down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every day. Another video right there, which you could watch right now. And there's a link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.